How's it going, everyone? This is Sherv back for another installment in the John Coltrane Memorial Project. And this one started by Alex. Motoric 247 is the channel. And he had mentioned that he'd like to, or would be interested to see a song, anything that isn't strictly jazz related. So this song popped in my head by Terry Collier. And I'm going to play a sample, or I'm going to play it. I feel like I want to play it now and then get into Terry Collier, because Terry Collier is one of my all-timers, especially with vocal music. And so I'll play it, and I've been wanting to do a feature on Collier, so I figured this is a good way to do a brief talk about the artist and his Coltrane-related song. A song called Can't Catch the Train, Trane, and it was originally released on this record from 1973, I Just Can't Help Myself. But the version I'm going to play first is actually from a CD, demos and unreleased live stuff that came out in the late 90s, 98 I believe. So this is an alternate version of it, which I actually like better, slightly better, because of the sax solo. But yeah, I'm going to play it now, and then we'll get into Collier.
He moved just like a train, except the wheels were gold, the tails he took could help you be again, and cool like dawn or rain, and wings of gold like dawn unfold to help you see again. Calling off string when he started praying, pick up what he's saying, sounds just like he's praying. He moved just like a train, except the wheels were gold, the tails he took could make you free again. If free again, free again. Except the wheels were gold, tails he took help you be again, and cool like dawn or rain, and wings of gold like dawn unfold to help you see again. Calling to the string when he starts playing. Dig what he's saying, sounds just like he's praying. Just like a train, except the wheels were gold. The things he told would make you free again. Get free again, get free again, get free again, get free again. Just like a train, except the wheels were gold. The things he told could make you free again, make you free again, free again, free again, free again, free again, free again, free
Right, Can't Catch the Train. And from the CD First Light, these are demos and live tracks from between 1969 and 71. Doesn't have specific recording information as far as dates, but my guess is that's more likely 1971 than any other of these years. All recorded in Chicago. Terry Collier is a Chicago guy, was born and raised in Chicago, and came up on the folk scene really young. And the blues anthropologist Samuel Charters heard him and gave him a date to record this album on Prestige in 1964. These are... I've read conflicting years on this. Some things I've read say 1964, some things I've read say 1965. Either way, he was either 19 or 20 when he recorded this album, but it wasn't released until 4 years later. 1968 is when it was released. And this is all acoustic, where he plays guitar and sings with two bass players, two bassists, upright bassists. And he got the inspiration for two bass players from Coltrane. I'm guessing Olé, Village Vanguard Sessions. Those are the albums that would have been out before this. And the bass players are Turboro Attenborough and John Tweedle. And it's really a great mixture of tunes, because the two bassists really take you on a roundabout kind of journey through most of these songs. So this is a Kraft double album reissue from, I think, 2018. Second record has bonus material on it, and original liner notes on the back, and updated liner notes inside, where he talks about first discovering Coltrane. Jason Woodbury, the writer of these notes, goes into, one night he turned up at a small club called McKee's Disc Jockey Lounge to find Elvin Jones nailing his drum kit to the stage, preparing for a performance with John Coltrane. The performance had a transformative effect on Collier. The music that night presented a raw intensity Collier wasn't prepared for, and opened his mind to the range of spiritual expression made available by music. Collier's quote, "It made me realize that everything in life was in his music, the beautiful and the ugly, the godly and the ungodly." And that's what he was hearing. And a lot of people are on that same wavelength when they hear Coltrane, especially live at the time. And yeah, Collier, to me, is one of the great singers. His range, he can sing in traditional, or what you would think traditional folk, American folk type tonality in his voice. He can sing just down home, gut-wrenching blues, and he got into more of a sweet soul type thing. With this, the third of this trio of albums that started with Occasional Rain, 1971, What Color Is Love, 1972, and I Just Can't Help Myself, 1973, all on Cadet label. And I put this string of records up there with any just stretch of records by any artist during that time. Marvin Gaye, Earth, Wind and Fire, Van Morrison, whatever it was, Moondance, his band, his street choir, Neil Young, pick 3 in a row from that era. These are all amazing. Got into more arrangements, got guys from that would be in Earth, Wind and Fire after this, Charles Stepney and Richard Evans arranges some of this stuff. Don Myrick, saxophonist, who would go on with Earth, Wind and Fire, and Fred Walker, who became known as Durf Reclaw, is on some of this. Of these three, I mean, these are all amazing. This is a must. This is an amazing record. And the funny thing is, I've shown a couple Terry Collier albums throughout my video making, and I've always been curious. I've never gotten any comment on Terry Collier that I can remember. The only person that I know of in the vinyl community who has featured Collier is Secco Funk band years ago. Showed these and a couple more. But yeah, great singer. Really sings with emotion and fine technique, which I think is rare. So that version I played, I think, won't get blocked because I couldn't find it on YouTube at all. There's no version. There's nothing on YouTube of this version. So I'm going to play the officially released version of Can't Catch the Train on this, and it's about the same length, 3.5 minutes or so. And if it does get blocked, I'll just cut from this point and leave a link to it, because this version is on YouTube. So, Terry Collier, Can't Catch the Train, official version. Everyone take it easy. Thanks again, Alex. Don Myrick, saxophone solo on this version. Rich Reed's, appropriate name, saxophone solo on that one. Alright, take it easy.